Here we go. Today's show brought to you by Recon Text of Springfield. Right on the corner of 8th and Black. Recon Text. Your one-stop vehicle reconditioning center. Recon Text will give you a car detail that will make your car look better than when it was new. Call them today, 217-670-1132. That's 217-670-1132. Recon Text of Springfield. Also, get a coating for your car, like a free 5 or 7 year coating, and for the life of the coating, you will not have to give your car a wax. Just take it to the car wash; it comes out sparkly clean. How about that? Recon Tech. We are also brought to you by Just Beds. That's right, Just Beds. They are at 3120 Montvale Drive. Just Beds, the Dawn Exterminators. They have every type of bed, all kinds of mattresses, full size, queen size, king size beds, great mattresses. It's a great process. Just go in there, look at the mattress, lay on some mattresses, decide which one you want, pay for it, and go home. They deliver it. They deliver your mattress. They show up to your house with your new bed. They bring it in. They set it up. They even take your old bed. They dispose of it properly. You do it all at Just Beds, 3120 Montvale Drive. Just Beds. Good morning. We are live. This morning disaster. My name is Tittay. Along with me, still Steve Stanton. But I have to make sure it wasn't Bubba. You do look like Bubba with your haircut. I hate to say it. But you look like the Bubba neighbor. Oh, good morning. Good morning. We're here. And, well, I guess we're the only ones that are live right now. Because this rainstorm is crazy. This rain that's going on now, holy crap. Dude, I tell you, I woke up and, you know, at this time in the morning, there's usually some bright lights coming through my, you know, coming through the window. And when I wake up, the room is sort of lit, so it's easy to wake up. Not this morning, man. This morning, I'm like, what the hell? Why is it still dark? And I'm hearing all the noises outside, the, you know, heavy winds and rain and yeah. I don't know what they're calling for, but
I thought it was just 40% chance today.
It's raining like a MFer right now.
Not raining here. It's dark.
Oh, it's not raining there?
It's dark, but it's not. I think it's been raining. The window's wet, but
so really Steve slept right through it, of course.
Yeah.
No, man.
I don't know what time it started.
I don't know, but it's still really dark out there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is dark. It's really dark. I had to turn the light on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really dark outside. Like I said, there's no light coming through my window. It's all darkness. Yeah, what can I say?
Yeah.
Karen,
you can't say on days like this.
Karen says there's nothing like being awoken by the weather radio out of dead sleep twice. Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I don't have one, so I don't worry about the weather too much.
Good morning, Rhino.
Good morning, Rhino.
Good morning, brother Rhino. Spooner. It's a lot of good mornings today. It's always good. It's always good to get those good mornings. You know what I mean? Thompson, a day like today calls for a lazy day with naps.
Oh, that's every day for me. So after the show, I'll get off, eat breakfast, then take a nap, and then wake up at 4 o'clock.
There's not a day Wait a minute. After the show, you said you eat breakfast, then take a nap.
Yeah.
At 4.
Yeah.
How do you sleep that long?
I just do, especially days like this.
So you will sleep for you'll nap for what, 6 hours,
Well,
5 hours?
I might only sleep for a couple hours, but I'll take another nap. I woke up at 5:30, so.
Damn.
Well, once I take my morning medicines and they make me tired, then I get all comfy and warm and snuggly, and I wake up again.
It seems like a lot of sleep.
Yeah, I do. I sleep a lot.
It does seem like a lot
of depression. That's a sign of depression.
Is it depression, you think?
Oh, I'm always depressed. I've been depressed all my life. That doesn't change anything.
What are you depressed about?
Oh, I don't know.
Poor Jason says he had a horrible nightmare this weekend. His nightmare was he was at a cookout and Steve showed everyone his ass in a thong. And it was purple. And Big D was wearing only an apron while cooking. Oh, wait, that was Saturday. Yeah. But you take a 6-hour nap.
Well, sometimes I do. Not all the time, but it depends on what's on TV. If I don't find anything on TV to watch, although I have been getting into the depression, so.
You've been getting into what?
Get into the Olympics. I'm sorry, I said depression.
Yeah, I thought you said depression. What have you watched in the Olympics that's good?
I've watched everything. I watched some crazy thing called slalom kayaking last night. It was, I don't know, no way I'd ever do that. So
did you enjoy the slalom?
I like to watch the gymnastics and the swimming.
I know the first week is all.
What else? I like they don't show much of it. I saw they showed a lot of the equestrian thing. And you know what? That's what they do on Heartland. She trains those jumping horses. So I really get into that because I know a lot about that.
Well, that's why
I watch Heartland.
That might be the reason I've never watched Heartland. I have no interest in equestrian. No interest in equestrian at all.
Oh, that's good. It's a lot of talent involved in it, not only the horse, but also for the rider.
Skeletor says, oh, hi, Skeletor. He says they got an Olympic sport called swallow. How many whores want? No, it's not swallow, slalom.
Huh. Really? I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, so that's what you said. You watch kayak slalom?
Slalom. Yeah. It's kind of like skiing. You know, they have to go. They
go around cones in the water, right?
Go around poles and stuff. And as the water's moving really fast. I don't know how they want to make the water move fast like that, but it's going down and have to make their body go inside these gates.
I'll tell you, I love the basketball. I watched USA versus Serbia on Sunday. That was a blast.
The problem with basketball is that the United States is just going to flat out dominate.
Well, I don't know. I hope so, but Canada's really good.
Good the other day against who they play last night? Scandinavia or someplace like that.
Oh, they beat Serbia on Sunday.
Oh, Serbia. Yeah, Serbia.
And they play again, I think, on Wednesday. They play tomorrow. Yeah. But now they have women's basketball too, but I don't know. The women played, I think, yesterday.
I haven't seen the women play yet.
Yeah. Joel says he loves the men's gymnastic, watching those muscly men and all those shorts.
Oh yeah.
Gets him going.
I like to watch the women, you know.
You like what have been your favorite watching of women? What's your favorite sport for that?
Well, my only concern is with the women swimmers, they
Yeah.
just don't have any breasts.
Well,
They
they're
just
swimmers.
but don't they? I mean,
Their suit holds them in.
do they? Oh, it has to be that tight, man. I wouldn't like that.
Well, they got to be, they've got to be able to go as smooth as possible through the water. You can't have big,
I know they
if you
wear
got
two
big boobs,
hats.
you can't swim that fast. So you have to have all your, everything sort of tucked in.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know if that maybe some have nice breasts, but you can't see. Are you a fan of the beach volleyball?
Oh yeah, definitely the beach volleyball. I love beach volleyball. Yeah, and those women are pretty. They're pretty well endowed. I mean, they look pretty good. I mean, they're not totally flat chested, but they're not totally
Joel says you have to be aerodynamic. You would never fly a plane that had big tits.
Oh well, that's true.
Thank you, Joe. No, but I'm saying that the beach volleyball, like the Americans are wearing the bathing suits.
Oh yeah,
I noticed they were playing. I think they were playing the French or somebody, and the French were because it was kind of cold.
Yeah.
The French were wearing some kind of pants.
I've noticed that there's been a lot of coat wearing, and is it cold? Is it wintertime over there? It should be.
Well, I guess it is
cold.
I guess it's there's some. It's been a little chilly at night.
Wow!
So, but the Americans decided to still wear the bathing suits, which is nice. Very nice.
And I watched that fencing for the first time. I was really.
Oh, the fencing's been kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot more aggressive than I thought it was.
Oh yeah. So the whole thing is you got to stab in order to get points, right?
Yeah, but they get right in their faces and everything else. I thought you had to just keep like a distance away or.
So Lori is very concerned. Lori says Steve watches everything for boobs. Karen says Steve watches the Olympics for the boobs. Yes, that's what he just said. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I'm concerned that there's so many women out there with small boobs.
Why are you concerned about?
What concerns?
Why are you concerned about someone else's boob size? If I were you, I'd be worried that my boobs were too big.
Well,
I mean, aren't your boobs a little big? Maybe you should worry about.
I don't see any Olympic sport I could excel in. Maybe weightlifting, years ago, but nah.
So you don't see any sport that you would be good in?
No, I don't. No.
Are there any sports that you would like to play? Not even ping pong?
No, I might be interested in that. Yeah.
The United States has never.
Maybe badminton. Badminton seems like it's really fast.
The United States has never won a. They've never won a gold medal.
Wow. Well,
it's one of the sports we have never won a gold medal in is table tennis.
Well, it's because the Japanese and Chinese are so good.
I don't know, but we've never won a medal in it. Maybe we've medaled, but we've never won a gold. I think it's table tennis, and the other sport is I saw it. I can't remember. One is all I know for sure is ping pong, but yeah. Maybe badminton might be the other one.
Yeah, badminton. It's fast, man. It's fast.
Yeah.
I watched that last night. They're fast.
But
I don't know how they make that birdie move that fast.
I like the Olympics that I've seen, It's just how do I got best way to watch them is just go to Peacock.
Yeah.
Because Peacock has replays of everything. But watching on the regular NBC, it's all recorded and
right. Yeah. I
who
watch
even
it all on
knows?
Peacock. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. Is it's better just
They need to put NASCAR racing in.
Why would they put NASCAR racing in the Olympics? The Olympics is individual achievement, athletic achievement by human beings. I guess the drivers of the car are somewhat,
exactly
athletic, but the car itself is doing all the work, just like the
make all the cars exactly the same.
Yeah, I just don't see them. I don't see that being.
Sure it's not going to happen because it's something I'd watch. So
yeah, I don't see
they have shooting. I mean, they have
shooting. You're right. Yeah,
they have archery and
they have shooting and archery. That's sort of the gun and the bow and arrow doing the work, isn't it? And horseman said equestrian. Maybe equestrian. Isn't the horse doing all the work?
No, the rider has to count like how many steps, like if they're galloping or something, because that's the thing. You want your timing. You have to be able to pull on the reins so the bit will make their mouth open up and then you jump at the right time. Because if you don't jump at the right time, you'll knock the ball over.
Yeah, I guess that. Well, I don't know. They don't have any auto racing in the Olympics. What's the big auto racing around the world?
Formula One.
Is that F1?
Yeah, that'd be the world. Yeah.
Wonder why they don't have that in the Olympics, right?
Yeah, they could, but then because the problem is there's too many different manufacturers involved.
They don't have baseball either anymore. They used to have
That's
baseball.
true. They don't have baseball. They could have baseball
and softball, but they don't have it. They don't have it this year.
Skateboarding. They have skateboarding.
Yeah, they have skateboarding.
They have surfing too, because they're surfing in Tahiti.
Yeah, they're surfing this year.
I thought the Olympics were in Paris. Why are they surfing in Tahiti?
Well, because it's French Polynesia. It's it's a territory, kind of like Puerto Rico is for us. It's a territory. Oh, yeah. But skateboarding is skateboarding has been there for a while.
Oh yeah.
And we always medal in it. So
yeah, we got good skateboarders.
Yeah. DA says that's Steve watches on Peacock because he watches the Olympics playing with his pea-sized car. Friggin' DA. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah. So Dan said he wanted to be a cameraman for beach volleyball or something. That sounds like something that Dan would say. By the way,
yeah.
Kelly said her friend who passed away wanted her ashes spread in a very pretty place down in the southern state where at one time they did the whitewater rafting events for the Olympics. She said there's a bridge there she'd like to go to. She called her happy place for the view of the mountains. So look, I think that's down in they did the Atlanta Georgia Olympics had the rafting in, but I forgot what state that was in.
Oh yeah.
I'll be damned. Tom says he's curious to see the breaking.
I'm curious too. I just don't.
I don't know when
I used to get into the breakdancing, when like this movie, Electric Boogaloo was on and stuff like that. Breaking too.
You think they're going to do the moves from Electric Boogaloo in the Olympics?
Oh yeah.
Well, see. Skeletor is. I don't know what. I don't know what question Skeletor is asking.
Yes, Skeletor. I have a micropene.
We don't need.
And I found out today it's because of lack of sex. I didn't know that. It says I saw a thing on TikTok that says if you have not had sex in many years, your penis will get smaller.
Really?
So yeah, I'm starting to put things together. Why it's shrinking.
You actually, so you saw something on TikTok,
yeah,
that said if you have a lack of sex, your penis shrinks.
Right.
Do you think that's why your penis is shrunk?
It could be. It could be.
Damn. Sorry to hear that.
I'm the only one that's touched it in many years, so.
Well, I tell you, mine's since weight loss.
Oh, well, yeah.
Weight loss gives you a nice boost there, buddy. I'm just telling you. Gives you a good boost. Tom's wondering why you go to TikTok for medical advice. I have no idea.
It just happened to pop up on my TikTok. You know, I didn't go there to ask it. I didn't ask any questions.
That's on your algorithm?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah. Well, I know I'm into my liquid diet now, Steve.
Oh boy.
Yep. Liquid diet. I have to drink 4 of these protein drinks a day.
Oh wow. That's a lot of protein.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's what I got to do. Plus, I drink a bunch of water.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
I'm
last
having
night,
to drink water too.
And then I also had here's what I had: my proteins, my waters, and then I had it sounds like my voice is breaking up, by the way. I don't even know why. And
I smell shit.
And then I also had a sugar-free Jello.
Oh.
I had that yesterday afternoon. And then I had a half a cup of oatmeal with Splenda. So that's all I ate yesterday.
Huh?
Yeah, there's not a lot.
No.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. And Steve, yesterday, I don't like to make the show go down these roads, but you know how I've been constipated for the past, somewhat constipated, but you know what I mean? Like I've been very, very solid.
Right.
For like months. I think for like the last 3 months, right? Hasn't it seemed like everything is solid until yesterday?
Oh no.
Now it's coming out the other way.
Oh,
and I don't know what it is. I have no idea. What is it? The liquid diet, or I don't know what happened, but
probably liquid. They're not partaking in any solid foods.
Yeah, it was very bizarre. Yeah,
I had 3 yesterday. I was.
You had 3 bowel movements?
Yeah. I think. I ate a lot at the party, and I ate a lot of vegetables and stuff, and that's supposed to do me.
What was your favorite thing you ate at the party?
Wow, I don't know. I'd have to say the Wagyu. I really do.
I gotta tell you, that was a really good.
It was really good.
That was a really good party. It was. The problem with me was my back was hurting so bad.
I don't remember much about the party. Quite honestly, I really don't.
You were pretty messed up. When I got there, you were pretty drunk and pretty high or whatever you had going on. But you weren't the only one.
I know. I sat there and I was sat there and it was fucking pouring down rain. I was like, "Fuck this! I'm going home."
Oh, it was raining on you guys.
Oh yeah, finally. Yeah, I got home by I don't know. I got home by 9:30 maybe. It started raining real hard. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, my wife and I got there. My back was really hurting, and everybody was so messed up. I mean, Steve was just, 3 sheets.
I got worse. I got worse after you left. I
couldn't tell if you were drunk or high or what you had going on, but you were in your own world. Big D was hammered. Christina, oh my God, Christina was drunk on her ass. Dan seemed like he was feeling no pain.
Right.
You know? But I wouldn't go as far as to say he was hammered, but he was definitely
he was feeling good though. He was feeling good.
Yeah, and he had eaten, or he had drank quite a bit, I think.
Oh yeah. He had many shots.
And they were still drinking. I mean, the whole time I was there, they were drinking.
Yeah. You see, after you left, I got even worse because I started smoking weed after you left.
Of course.
Oh, then I got whoa. Steve, you did not get home at 9:30. We got home at 11:30.
Oh, you were so Holly says you did not get home at 9:30. She said they got home at 11:30 and they had a 10-minute stop at a gas station. She said Steve was feeling no pain after Travis got done.
I thought it was 9:30. I didn't know it was that late.
Yeah, whatever Travis was smoking, I got a whiff of that. That was very it was definitely some type of
it wasn't a cigarette. It wasn't a Marlboro, that's for sure.
No, it was some type of weed.
Oh yeah.
It was really,
Oh,
it smelled like a high-class skunk. It smelled like a wealthy skunk. Well, please. Would you like a hit off my blunt, sir? It was like very high-class skunk. What he was smoking, it had a nice scent to it. And you could see Steve being drawn to it. And then Steve decided to pull his pants down.
I didn't decide to. I was asked to.
Underneath his pants, he was wearing, it looked like a women's bikini bottom. I don't know how to describe it. But I'm not sure how it was tied together, but
good. It was tied together. It's strings. It was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever worn in my life. It took me almost an hour to pull it out of my crotch when I got home. I just dig it out with a knife and fork. It was jammed up in there so far.
Sorry to hear that. There were lots of boobs. There's a lot of nudity and Big D's ass. Big D came out to greet us wearing an apron. And we're like, hey, Big D. And then he turned around and you could tell that he was wearing nothing underneath the apron. So there was just. So all we saw was his disappearing ass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Underneath the apron. Oh, my God. Yeah. Which was crazy. By the way, Holly said that Steve, you made them laugh so hard. She said, we love Steve. Or said her husband loves Steve. Said he liked Steve, was enjoying it. Steve made us laugh so hard. Look at that. They're complimenting you, Steve, for your said you were a wonderful,
Yes, yeah.
addition to the party. TJ says Steve murdered himself.
I know. I never did that. I was always understandable. I didn't understand what other people were saying, but I can remember what I was saying, I think.
Well, that was a trip. You were really something.
It only happens once in a while.
Yeah, that's true. It does only happen once in a while. It's not a regular thing.
Well, good thing.
But the cookout was very fun.
Oh, yeah.
I wish. We stayed for a couple hours, maybe, but
yeah,
I was really hurting, because when I hurt my back, I hurt my lower back, and then it wasn't just lower back; it also went into my shoulder blades.
Oh, wow.
And Saturday, it was like it was lower back and middle of the back.
Oh.
And I finally started healing up a little bit on yesterday. So I've had back pain, and yesterday it finally started loosening up. You know what I mean? So I felt a little better yesterday. And then today, when I got out of bed, it was a little easier to walk into the studio. So I'm feeling a little bit better.
That's good.
Yeah. It's been a bad, I don't even know what I did to hurt it, Steve. I think it was sleeping.
It could be, yeah.
I was sleeping when my wife was gone. Somehow I slept in a way that hurt my back, and usually that's not the case.
All right. That could be. I know I talked to my mom yesterday, and she didn't get good news about her back, so.
Oh, no.
It's not healing, so.
Oh,
so she has
broke
to have it.
Your mom broke her back, right?
Yeah. Well, she has a fracture.
Yeah.
And her arm and her leg is healed, but her back is not healed at all. So now they're going to do an MRI and see if she'll have to have surgery.
Oh, no.
She said she's tired of living on painkillers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I understand that. I don't live on painkillers. I'm like, well, if you need to get rid of them, I'll be more than happy to come over and take them off your hands.
Wait a minute. So you're telling your mother that if she doesn't want her painkillers, that you will take them?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, this is very disturbing.
I asked her what they were first. What do you got? What do you got for painkiller? Tramadol, Norco.
Are they good? The painkillers?
She says they're good, and I would think that she's pretty. She can endure a lot of pain, so I'm pretty sure they're pretty good if they take her pain away. So,
yeah, I'm not someone who takes pain pills. Even if I get them,
right.
I usually don't take them. They've given me. I've had so many surgeries on my knees and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But they used to always give me Vicodin and other type of stuff, and I just never took them.
Oh, I always make sure. I might forget to take my regular medicine. Make sure I take pain medicine all the time, even if I don't need it.
You just like why do you like pain meds?
I don't know. I just like it. I like the feeling. That's like just kind of drift off into la la land. I feel good.
They just mess you up, huh?
Oh yeah. I think that's why I take so much ibuprofen.
Well, you shouldn't overdo ibuprofen. It's not good for. I think is it your kidneys or something?
Probably, yeah.
Ryan, I think, and I don't know.
I don't overdo it. I only take 2 between 6 and 8 a day.
God, that seems like a lot, Steve.
I took 2 in the morning, and then I take 4 or 5 at night. Hopefully sleep.
That seems like a lot.
Well, I've been doing it forever. So. All the time, except when I'm in the hospital, of course. But they don't give them to me then. They only give me 2 at a time. Man.
Well, why don't you follow the course that they give you? Take 2 at a time, right? That sounds normal. Yeah, by the way, Tom says ibuprofen will destroy your kidneys. Yeah. So you're taking 6 ibuprofen?
Usually, yeah.
That seems like a lot, right?
Not all one time. I don't take 4 at a time. I take 4 in the evening and 2 in the day. 2 during the day.
That's 6 total.
Yeah, for 24 hours. Yeah.
Well, that seems like a lot. Like I have a Tylenol.
Well, the instructions are 2 every 4 hours, or as needed.
Well, I take acetaminophen, which is Tylenol.
Right.
And on the most I ever take is like 2.
Right.
And I'll take like 2 a day. Spooner says the doctor told him to get off ibuprofen since he only had 1 kidney.
Oh.
Doesn't Tom only have 1 kidney too?
I think so.
And Tom's
was 2 kidneys.
And Tom's was a kidney transplant, right? Didn't Tom get a transplant in?
Yeah.
So yeah, wow.
I've never had one. I've got 2 good kidneys as far as I know. Although yesterday I took my blood sugar and oh my God, it seemed like every fucking sweet thing that they had left over from the party they gave me. So I had like 9 titty muffins and a whole dump cake and fucking then they brought over more shit and I just ate it all. And I took my blood sugar yesterday evening. Whoa.
So how many sweet things did you eat before you took your blood sugar?
All of them but the dump cake. I ate all the titty muffins and the cheesecake. They brought me a big thing of cheesecake too.
Good Lord.
Cherry cheesecake. And I thought I didn't feel good last evening. I felt like shit. I thought, well, maybe I better check. I've been drinking, and I bought because I was supposed to go to the party. I bought a case of Pepsi, and then Christina said, "Oh, we have it. We don't need any sodas." So I've been drinking a little bit at a time, and I thought, well, I think my blood sugar is a little bit.
So your day yesterday consisted of you eating titty muffins, cheesecake,
yeah,
Pepsi.
Uh-huh.
What else do you say? All the sweet stuff from the party.
Yeah.
Brownies.
No brownies. I didn't get any brownies. Oh, that sucked. I didn't get any brownies. Brownies were good too. They must have kept those brownies to themselves. Because you know that fucking Christina and Dan, they fucking come over. Was it yesterday or Sunday? And brought stuff over. And I think they went through it first, make sure they got what they wanted first.
Well, why wouldn't you? Yeah. And then you had Pepsi with it. Of course. That's a lot of sugar, man.
It was only 260. So I checked it. I did myself insulin and I checked it again before I went to bed. It was down to
sounds very high.
It was down to 120. So when
260 sounds like a blood sugar level that
it was down, and I took it this morning. It was at 113. So
thank God,
it's down. I drank water, and I ate.
Holly says she bought a blueberry.
Sweet.
Holly says she bought a blueberry cheesecake. Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, you did? I think this was cherry. I think it's. Did Amanda bring a cherry one?
I don't know.
But they didn't bring me the whole thing. They just brought me a piece of Tupperware. Some of it with some in it.
Yeah, I noticed. I took a look at what you were eating. Good Lord. You had a plate that was filled.
I had a brat.
Oh, my God.
I had a brat. and I had slaw, and I had potato salad, and I had beans, and I had cucumber salad, I think. And I had wagyu.
I thought you had a hot dog too.
It was a brat. It was a brat. First one, Christina fucking ate because I said I didn't like mustard. She picked it up and ate it. I like mustard, but I just don't like mustard. I don't prefer it not on my brat. But
And then you were eating all those desserts. Good Lord.
I didn't eat those desserts until Sunday and yesterday. Oh, I had a titty muffin.
You were eating some at the cookout because I was sitting right next to you.
Oh, I had a titty muffin. Yeah, I had a titty muffin.
You had brownies, titty muffins.
I had a piece of brownie. Yeah, I just had a little bit of brownie, a little bitty tiny piece of brownie.
Still high sugar content. Unbelievable. Yeah, you were devouring. You were devouring your food at that cookout. Well, I mean, I guess that's what the cookout was for.
Yeah, if they would have put the meat outside, I'd have been eating all the time. But I didn't trust myself walking in the house. I was going to trip and fall.
You guys, Big D had this grill. Okay, his grill was half. It's so cool. It was half charcoal, and the other half was gas. His grill was half propane and propane accessories, and half charcoal. And it just looked really cool.
It was, yeah, it did.
Mm.
Now, he can cook some shit, man. He's a griller too, man.
Yeah. Looked really good. Cindy said Ray was living vicariously. I was living vicariously through Steve. Yeah, because I'm on this stupid liquid diet. Ugh. Was very hard to be there.
I bet.
But my wife was eating all the DA's pulled pork. She loves it.
Oh yeah.
Pork. She had pulled pork and wagyu and I think that's all she had. I don't know, but
right, yeah.
I don't remember her. You know.
I don't think she ate very much.
Yeah. Holly said she ate all the meats as well. She said she didn't eat desserts though.
Oh yeah. Well, the beef with the pulled pork was.
I was living vicariously through Steve. You know. Steve was feeling no pain. As I said, he was feeling very, very, very good. And DA says he even sent a nice amount of pulled pork home with my wife. Yeah. My wife bought it because my daughter loves
the
pulled pork DA makes. So D had to get some over. But I would say the Morning Disaster Cookout was very successful, wouldn't you say?
Oh, definitely.
You guys, next time, everybody should make it. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. It was fun. And it wasn't as crazy as everybody.
No, it wasn't. But the food
was excellent.
Everybody seemed to be enjoying the food.
Oh, yeah.
And it was funny. The people were funny.
Yeah.
And it was, it was just fun people watching.
Oh, yeah.
Because Big D was very entertaining.
Yeah.
Big D, Jen, Dan, Christina, Steve, all very entertaining. Yeah. Jason. Did Jason get messed up after I left? He was pretty sober when I left.
Yeah.
But he was drinking some orange, I don't know what the hell, Jim Beam or something. I don't know what the hell he was drinking.
Did people? Cindy's wondering if people were able to keep their food down when Steve showed his song.
I believe so.
Yeah, I don't think anyone. I don't think anyone threw up.
I don't remember that part, so I don't.
I gotta tell you, the Wagyu seemed very cool looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Big D got it from Japan. That's what he bought. It was $200.
I know, yeah.
The Wagyu he bought was $200.
Yeah.
And it looked amazing.
And I'll be honest, I don't know. I mean, I've had some good steaks before in my life. The Wagyu was good. Yes, it was. And now I can say I've had some. But I don't know. I mean, it was definitely tender. I mean, you didn't have to cut it with now you could have cut it with a butter knife.
Yeah. And it seemed to be cooked to perfection.
Yeah, you had a good, it was.
He Wagyu, Wagyu, I believe is how it's pronounced, but yeah, but it seemed to be cooked, at the right amount. Holly says she did not warn her husband that there would be nakedness. He didn't know whether to look at her or look at Jen. Big D undressed her. He was like, "Am I going to get in trouble for looking?" You got it. You got it. You gotta know that Big D is going to undress Jen at a party like that.
He just starts unbuttoning it.
Yep, all the time, and then lifting up and lifting his apron. Good Lord. I gotta tell you, it was pretty interesting. The cookout, very, very interesting. I thought it was a very good time. And I thought, like I said, I thought Dan and Christina put on a really nice event. It was really, thought it was very nice, very classy, but yet also disturbing.
Right.
Also very disturbing. Which had a lot of Steve. A lot of it that came from Steve. A lot of the disturbing part. But yeah, thought it was pretty good. Thought it was a pretty nice event. And then you spent the rest of the weekend watching the Olympics, huh?
Pretty much. I didn't yeah, that's because there's no NASCAR on, because there's 2 weeks off for the Olympics. Not much on other than the Olympics. I watch Hell's Kitchen, some of Hell's Kitchen repeats. I don't know what I did. I didn't do much, that's for sure.
Yeah. You didn't do much?
Nope, I don't ever do too much. So
I noticed you took your truck to the cookout. Your truck looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd never seen it. I'd never seen it until I got there.
Come to find out that I've got a tail light out, so I have to get that fixed. They pointed that out to me last night, or not the night I was, because everybody was so afraid that I wasn't going to make it home all right. I was fine. I was just, it was raining and on a country road, and just because I seen a car coming at me, and they flashed their lights, and I pulled off the side of the road, waited until they went by. I didn't want to hit them or anything. And then, of course, I missed my turn, ended up on the highway. So
I found my way easier to the place this time. Because remember the last time I went, trying to follow the directions that Christina gave me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I ended up I was so lost.
Oh yeah.
But this time I just sort of did it from memory.
Right.
I got there like that. Yeah. And then when I drove back, I took Dan's advice and I just drove to the Elkhart exit. Exit.
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
Yeah, because all you see is cornfields out there.
Sydney wants to know if Steve hit anything this time. No, I don't think he hit anything, right?
No.
Although he was pretty stoned on the way home. I don't know. He could
I
have.
was really stoned. But it's really weird because I don't know. My truck is it's a great truck. It's very temperamental. Because it's weird. It's old, so
So are you complaining about the truck you didn't have to pay for?
I'm not complaining about it. I said it's a wonderful truck.
All right. Okay. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. So I'd hate to hear you complain about it.
No, I would never do that. I complain. Well, I hope that Dan hurries up and gets his next customer done, so I can get into Dan's auto repair and get my new radio installed. So, although now I have, now I think I have to go through the box. Dan gave me a box out of the old truck, and I have to go through it and see if I can find any CDs or anything. I don't have a CD radio in my truck, and the radio it only picked up 2 stations, WDBR and WFMB.
Why wouldn't the radio in your truck pick up more stations?
I don't know. I've tried, and it's a digital. It's nice. It's a nice radio, but I bought one that's a radio and it's a Bluetooth, so I can use mine.
Well, that's a good idea.
I'm sure it's in the Amazon thing is right there in the box. I'm gonna use my new radio that they then put in is Bluetooth capable.
So you have a new radio? Who are you gonna have put it in? You should go to Recon. Call Recon.
That's cool. Yeah, I have one.
That's who I have.
Mine.
I had Recon put Recon Text put that
cheaper than Recon, that's for sure.
They had a new radio. They put a new they put a camera to back up, and all that stuff on my daughter's car. And the radio that they put in her car is very nice.
I was gonna go to Recon, but now the weather's been shitty. See about my paint job with it.
I have no idea what Steve is saying.
Seems like that'll make it shine just a little bit.
Seems like
I'm sure you can.
Is anybody else like me wondering what,
What?
Wondering,
no shit.
No.
What?
When Steve was talking, I have no idea what he just said.
Oh.
No idea. Now you're coming in clear. Okay, good.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. It wasn't your fault. I think it was your,
It's the computer's fault.
I think it was the weather affected.
Oh, yeah. I was just at 8:30 update. Portions of West Central Illinois upgraded to an enhanced risk. There is considerable uncertainty on how strong and severe these storms will evolve over the region today. But if it does occur, the potential for wind gusts exceed 70 to 70 miles an hour. As far east as I-57. So weather's not pretty today. That's from the Weather Service. That's from Brady Crow.
I know that storm that just came through was really bad.
Right, yeah.
Because that was going on when I was waking up. That was going on.
That's 3,200 people without power.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, I know that Dan and Christina don't have power right now because Dan messaged saying that,
I'll tell you one thing. That's the good thing about living here and in Williamsville. We don't ever have problems with the power. Really. I mean, they had a problem one time. It happened like 3 o'clock in the morning. It went off for like an hour. But other than that, I don't ever have power. Power don't go out. The internet don't go out. Pretty good. I'm pretty liking it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You don't want that power going out. Was it last summer when we had the outages? Remember?
Oh,
After
yeah.
that Rachel went through and everybody lost power for like everybody lost power for there were some people that lost for like over a week.
Oh, yeah.
God, do you remember? That was horrible. And you had power the whole time, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't lose power at all.
But people in Springfield lost, Was it Karen? One of our listeners lost it for
Holly was out for 8 days.
Yeah, Holly. Yeah, 8 days. That's right. Holly lost it for 8 days. That was horrible. I remember the worst thing about us is there was no air conditioning.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought my wife was gonna, explode because of no air conditioning. She was not happy at all. But we ended up getting power on, and I think we were only out for like a day or two.
Yeah.
But some people were off for a while. Tom says, Steve, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Says, have you ever messaged anyone on TikTok from that show, Love on the Spectrum?
No. Never even heard of it.
So you've never even heard of the show Love on? I don't even know what Love on the Spectrum is, but
nope, I've never even heard of it.
But Steve did admit he watches big-breasted women on TikTok that are doing live shows. But it sounds like they're, it sounds like those shows are just them getting ready for work in the morning or something.
Right.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And they're just big-breasted women.
No, yeah. I don't watch any women that don't have big breasts. There's been a couple of them that try to sneak on. I'm like, nah, you're flat chested. Grow some boobs and I'll be interested.
Oh, well. Yeah, Holly said losing power was terrible last year. She said on the 8th day, she came home to get clean clothes and it popped back on, and she just started crying.
Oh, good.
Because it just takes such an emotional toll on you. I do remember how when it happened to us, I said we only lost power for like a day or two, but I remember how happy I was when it came back on. I was like, oh, thank God. And then there were people on the show, when we got back live on the show, people were like, well, could you imagine living in the old days and when they didn't even have power? But hell no, I could not imagine that because I had power. Now, if I had never had power, of course I could imagine it.
Right.
But my whole life I had it. And then that derecho hit and all of a sudden there was no power. But yeah, if I was born with no power and that was the life I had to live, I'd imagine that I could like. I'm thinking how much I love having a cellular phone,
Oh yeah.
but at the same time, I also grew up with no.
Right. Oh
I
yeah.
grew up there was no mobile phone, and I grew up there was no internet,
Mhm.
and I love the internet too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so I grew up with. I was fine with all that stuff before I had it. Now, once I got it, I remember once we got internet, I was like, okay, I don't want to live without this stuff. This is great. This internet is fantastic. But I also grew up with no color TV.
Oh wow.
And I didn't know what I was missing until I saw it. Then when I saw it, I was like, oh my God,
Right. Yeah.
look at this, you know? I got to tell you, it's crazy being born in the 60s, and growing up with black and white TV. And then when I saw color TV, that was the first,
Oh yeah.
you know, of course, you were rich. You guys had color TV always.
Oh yeah. We never. I had a black and white in my bedroom, but that's just because it's my bedroom TV.
Yeah.
Our main TV was console colored.
I remember when we got the color TV, it changed. I was like, oh, that was the first big change I remember. And that's when I was a little kid. I was like, oh my God, this color is amazing. But that seemed like a big change.
Right,
And then
yeah.
we went from we had a phone, like our phone lines back then were just a phone in your house. And then here's the other thing I remember. When they invented the wireless, there was a phone where you just picked up the receiver and it had a little antenna on it, and you could walk all over the house and be talking.
Oh wow, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember when we got that type of phone. I thought, okay.
Oh yeah, when you got a cordless phone. Oh yeah.
Cordless phone.
Yeah, I love the cordless phone. Yeah.
And City says air conditioning was fabulous. Yeah, but I didn't have air conditioning when growing up. We didn't get air conditioning until I want to say the 80s or late 80s is when we got air
Oh
conditioning.
wow.
Yeah, so I never had it. But if you don't have it,
Right, you don't miss it.
you don't miss it until. But then once you get it, oh shit,
Oh,
you got it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't live without it. Like we just slept with fans.
Right. Yeah.
And I knew that I would stay up later than everybody else. So I would be the last one to go to sleep in my house.
Oh.
Because once we got a color TV, I had to stay up and watch Johnny Carson. And then Letterman came out. I had to stay up and watch Letterman. So everybody else would go to bed, but I would stay up because my mom had to go to bed early because she was working several jobs.
Right, yeah.
And then we had there was a fan, okay? And I went to bed so late. So I'd go to bed after Letterman, which would be like 12:30 or 1 o'clock, whatever time it ended, you know. Because I was watching St. Louis TV when I was growing up. So I would watch Carson and Letterman, and then I would finally go to bed, and everybody else was sleeping, right?
Right.
And so I would know to steal one of the fans. There were fans in the hallway that were to sort of cool the hole upstairs in my house. I would unplug the fan from there, and I'd bring it into my bedroom and plug it in and put it right on me. And so when I went to bed, I was nice and comfortable with the fan. With the fan on me, I was like, oh. And it was wonderful. It was so glorious. But then when we finally got the air conditioning, we got a window unit. And we put the window unit in some. I can't remember where we put the window unit somewhere upstairs
Oh yeah.
and cranked it on. It cooled and it started cooling the whole house.
Right.
And it was amazing. Never had it before. And we got it in like 80. It was, wasn't too long before I left, but we got this window unit that was cooling the house. And it was amazing. And then it wasn't long after that I left. And I ended up, I got a job in Springfield working at a radio station. And I met this guy who said, he goes, "Hey man, I got a place." He goes, you can crash at my place. He goes, "If you're going to be up in Springfield, crash at my place." I was like, cool. And then he's like always out of town. And he goes, "Just make sure that my house is blah, blah, blah." And I go, "Whatever." And it had air conditioning.
Oh wow.
And this guy's house was so nice. And I had never had that, I'd never had air conditioning growing up. So for me, this place was like heaven. And the guy was gone. And, and then I dated a girl in college who had really nice air conditioning. And so it was really nice. You know what I mean? Which, and then of course at school there was air conditioning, at college. But there was no air conditioning in like my dorm room.
Right.
But eventually when I transferred to college and I majored in communications radio and stuff, there was air conditioning in the radio station and stuff. So that was really nice. And then the girl I dated had air conditioning in her house, and that was nice. But, it's one of those things when you start getting used to it, you don't want to live without it.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Definitely.
Once you get color TV, cordless phone, cable TV. Do you remember cable TV? Did you guys have cable TV from the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Cable TV was nice. We didn't get cable TV till my brother could steal it in the mid 80s. We stole it from the neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
That was nice.
I think that's probably around the time we had a
Some
big
drug
tower
connection here,
antenna.
by the way.
We had a big tower antenna on the house that had a adjuster on it where you could turn it for the stations. And then we got cable TVs.
I just remember the cable TV was really nice when I could watch Cubs games because I was always a big Cubs fan. And I grew up listening to Cubs games out of Chicago.
Right.
And I'd have to listen to the games. And then suddenly we had cable TV and I could watch the games. I was like, oh my God, this is glorious. You know what I mean? It was really something. And then we got MTV.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got cable right before. We got cable right around 84. So the Cubs were really good. And then in 1985, there was Live Aid.
Right.
And I remember Live Aid. Holy shit. Oh, man. Live Aid was so cool.
Yep.
And MTV was so cool. Now MTV
sucks.
Yeah, MTV. Well, it's not for us. I mean, we're men in our 50s. It's definitely they don't make it for us. They still make it for kids, but But I remember when I was a kid, it was the greatest thing I'd ever seen.
Oh yeah.
It was just so awesome. There were big-breasted women and wearing bikinis.
Oh yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah, for no reason. That's even the best part.
In the late 80s, all those videos turned to, when Kiss took their makeup off. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Every
It's in
video,
math.
every video was some kind of band singing with a bunch of bikini, fake-breasted women running around. It was an amazing time to be a young kid, And then they had porn. They had porn on cable. Regular cable had pornography.
Yeah, Emmanuel in Bangkok.
And Emmanuel, yeah. Those Emmanuel movies are pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I guess they had pornography that you could buy it in, I guess you would buy it in so many hours of blocks or whatever.
Yeah.
But then there was always somebody that had a descrambler box. And so if you know somebody who had a descrambler box, they could get all the boxing and wrestling pay-per-views, but they would also get the porn. So there was a lot of porn. And then, or else there were people that had those big satellites in their yard.
Big convicted, yeah.
And those big satellites, when they first came out, you could get anything.
Yeah.
Nothing was scrambled. You just got a big satellite to watch everything. Then they eventually started, they started blacking things out of it. But when you first got one, it was cool.
Oh, yeah.
You just could see all kinds of stuff. A lot of fun. But now the internet has anything. And these kids now, I remember the lengths we had to go to see pornography when I was a kid. Do you remember the lengths we had to go to, Steve? Just to watch pornography.
Oh, yeah.
You really had to jump through some hoops.
Yeah.
Or you had I remember we had a drive-in in Litchfield that would show porn movies. They would show porn movies late at night or something.
Yeah, after midnight.
Yeah. So you'd go to
the 10 o'clock show. And
you'd watch the regular shows, and then afterwards the porn movies would come on. So I remember watching porn movies at the drive-in. But you'd go to watch a regular film, and then a porn movie would come on. And then you're just sitting there watching it, okay? And then you're in a car. You're in a car with a bunch of other guys.
Yeah.
And then a porn movie comes on. And I just remember feeling, okay, this is really weird. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting here with an erection. Watching a porn movie.
With 4 other guys.
With a bunch of other guys in a car. What the hell am I supposed to do with it? Oh, my God. Damn. What in the hell? What was happening? I can't believe I'm watching a porn movie. All these other guys.
Hey, Ray, pass the popcorn back here.
Yeah, it's like, oh man. You don't even want to have a conversation with other guys when you're sitting there with a bunch of erections. It was very uncomfortable. I lasted once with that. I was like, okay, this for me is no fun.
Right.
So that was it for my going to the porn movies at the drive-in. Because I just felt uncomfortable, So I don't know, the rest of the guys, they seem to go all the time, but I went once. that was, that was too weird for me. When I was in college, a guy had laser discs,
Oh yeah.
and he invited a bunch. He invited us over to go watch Star Wars. So I went to this guy's house to watch Star Wars, and he put in a Marilyn Chambers movie.
Oh.
And I was like, I thought we were here to watch Star Wars. I thought we were here to watch Star Wars, and then it just got it. I lasted once. I made that once, and I said, no, this is not. So I never went again, but I had a buddy go the next time, and I don't know what kind of stuff was happening. I don't know what kind of gay stuff everybody was doing at that party, but I didn't want any of that. That was not my cup of tea. Going to watch porn movies and at a Laserdisc party. That just did not, you just kept, it was like, okay, this is going to turn into a circle jerk at any second. I don't want to be part of it. It was very strange. Yeah, just not my cup of tea.
Right, yeah.
Oh, well. Was very, very bizarre. But this was the 1980s.
Yeah.
This was the 80s. All those first. So Laserdisc pornography, drive-in pornography. We had to jump through hoops to watch pornography. Kids nowadays, no. All they need is a phone and just put in. Look, Steve watches all his pornography on his phone.
Yeah, exactly.
And you just put in, all free porn.
Yeah.
On
you
your
get up to a 30-minute video.
And what do you watch? Is it Pornhub or
Pornhub? Yeah, that's the only one I use.
Is that the big one?
Well, it's free, and it has a lot of choices. I mean, you can.
Is YouPorn no longer a thing, or?
Yeah.
You're saying Pornhub's the best one?
I think Pornhub the best one.
Yeah.
There's so many of them out there that you can log into them and you'll see, then they shut your phone down. And, warning, federal. So I stay away from all those and use Pornhub most of the time because there's a lot of ads, on Pornhub for different.
When I was younger, I thought I'd get older and porn would be more readily available and I'd watch it all the time. But I got to tell you, I'm older now and it's always available. I never watch it.
It's better than going to going to Family Video and picking out something from the over 21 crew.
Yeah, but I didn't do that.
Oh, I did that a couple of times. That's kind of embarrassing,
I mean, I got married young.
Right.
And so I never really needed porn. I mean, I just, we just had sex.
Right.
Like first married, you just have sex every night. You know what I mean? When you're young, newlywed and stuff, you have sex every night. It's great. But then you get older and
oh yeah.
Then it's every other night.
Yeah.
And then next thing another decade goes by and it turns into
once a month,
twice a week. No, it's never been once a month. No, I would be gone. I would be gone. Once a month would not work for me. Right?
I don't know. Yeah. Don't ask me.
Well, when you were married, how often?
Once a month.
Really?
Usually.
See, that's insane.
And she never instigated it. I always had to be the one to instigate it. She never.
Oh, no.
She never. So let's do it. I always had to go on the roll over.
No. It's just not as much now as
Right. Yeah.
when I was younger, but it's still at least a couple times a week. Once a month, I'd be gone. But now with my wife traveling to Texas so much, you know what I
Right.
mean? Because she's got to deal with her family stuff. And that's the worst part. You know what I mean? There's
Oh, yeah,
there's
yeah.
no time for togetherness.
Right. Yeah.
It's very, my wife and I will talk before bed. We talk or have sex. So you know what I mean? It's always like
Oh, yeah.
just her and me time.
Right.
And that's what sucks when my wife's always in Texas because we're not having we're always, so I miss those conversations in those times when she's gone. Karen says, please someone write a song called Part-Time Husband to the tune of Part-Time Lover. Yeah, because when my wife's gone, I'm a part-time husband. You know what I mean? Skeletor says, if I wasn't on the rig, I would have sex every day. Got both my girls pregnant and they've been craving Skeletor. You have two, Skeletor's claiming he has two women pregnant at the same time. I don't know. All I know is that my wife has been home she's been home for a week. As of today, she's been home for a week.
Oh.
And it's been pretty nice. Of course, I've had a bad back the whole time.
Right. Yeah.
At least I've got somebody to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
I got somebody to talk to, somebody to share with. You know what I mean? That's a lot better than when she's gone.
Yeah.
And I don't know when she's going again, but.
Well, that's good that you don't know when she's going.
Yeah.
That means I haven't been.
Well, now would be a bad time because I'm doing this liquid diet.
Oh, yeah.
So. But I need to make sure that all I'm having is liquid.
Right.
Yeah. By the way, Skeletor says that he has knocked up two waitresses from the China King.
Oh, really?
I don't know where the China King is, but Skeletor's knocked up two of the waitresses. Way to go, Skeletor. He's living the Nick, what's his name? Who's that guy that used to be host of America's Got Talent? The guy with all the baby mamas. Who used to be married to Mariah Carey. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Nick. Yeah, what's his name? Nick.
I don't know.
Oh, Nick Cannon. Yeah, that's it.
Nick Cannon. Okay. Yeah. He's got a bunch of baby mamas.
He's got like 14 kids.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess he's got the money to take care of them.
Right.
Because he makes good money, but good Lord.
I was watching a roast of Alex Baldwin on TV, and he had his firstborn daughter, and she was just ripping him. So I guess she's never seen him, and she would say things like, "Well, I want to say goodnight, Dad. That's something you never said to me."
Well, Alec Baldwin he had a daughter with his wife, Kim Basinger.
Right, yeah.
And they divorced.
Yeah.
And then he ended up, when he got older, he married some chick in her 20s.
Yeah.
So now he's got a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
I think he was older than we are right now when he got married the second time. So
I couldn't see that. I couldn't see having a child
Could you imagine
mean-
having a kid in your 60s or
No.
70s? Good Lord.
No.
But a lot of these,
I'd be okay with it, but I wouldn't want to take care of it.
well,
I wouldn't.
I think you got to be rich. You just,
Oh, yeah.
you got to be rich to do that.
But I couldn't do it on disability, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's no,
Although I'd be able to get public aid because I'd have a dependent.
So you would have children just to get
Oh,
public aid, you're saying. Mhm.
Oh yeah, you get a link card.
Yeah, but how much money is that?
Well, if you got a kid, it'd be
But it's not a lot of money. So
no.
you know what I mean?
Uh,
So why would you want to do that to the kids?
well, they'll be taken care of.
Why would you want your kids to grow up in poverty?
Well, I wouldn't.
That's why I only had one child. People have asked before why we don't have more kids, because we had one kid so we could take care of her and spoil her, and I grew up in a family of 6 kids. It sucked. It sucked. We didn't have any money for anything. And don't get me wrong, I love all my brothers and sister now. I love them all, but we still grew up with nothing. Yeah, we didn't grow up with anything. Look, I was just telling you guys how we didn't have air conditioning or color TV or cable or anything. We had to steal everything. You know what I mean? I got the good memories from stealing it, but
yeah.
I feel sorry for these kids that grow up poor because I've been there. So, having one seemed like the smart move.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have had none.
That's true.
I'm glad we had one because I love my daughter. It's, and my wife loves her.
Right.
So, yeah, but I couldn't be one of these guys who hooks up with some young girl and gets them pregnant in my 60s. Oh my God, that'd be terrible.
I'd like to try.
You'd like to try?
Yeah.
I don't know who the hell that you're gonna.
I know.
I don't know who you're gonna.
There's not much. There's not many women out there looking for a fat, obese, disabled dude.
Well, I'm saying I don't have any problem with anyone who's childless. That's fine. If that's what you want to do. It's your thing. But I have one child, and that's fine for me.
Right.
I'd
just like to see if I could get someone pregnant. I don't think I can.
I don't remember it being too big a hassle. I remember it being fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was when my wife decided she was ready to be pregnant.
Right.
It got really fun.
Oh.
Because that was every night. It was like it was really fun. But you sort of know, like when we were, because we had been married. God, we had been married over 10 years before we started trying to have kids. And then and it was just like, okay, you're getting it every night. And it was wonderful. And then I was like, all right, but at some point she's going to get pregnant. And then this is going to, and this will stop. And then sure enough, she gets pregnant. And eventually it stops. And then you got the baby and you're constantly taking care of the baby and that's getting in the way. And yeah. So I'm just saying there's a lot of differences that come in your life when you have a child. So it's great. It's great because you have a child, but
Right.
I don't know. I could see the people that don't have children. I can understand childless couples. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You're a good uncle though, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm not as good as I should be, but I'm good. But
You think you're,
I mean, I'm as good as, I mean, if I live closer to them, I would be. I talk to my nieces I usually text them once a month, see how they're doing.
I mean, I have an uncle now who's more like a big brother than an uncle.
All right.
Because he's really close. I could text him anytime and he'll, and we'll be texting back and joking and all that stuff. So, it's nice if you have an uncle.
Oh,
that
yeah.
texts you,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? Oh well, but I've tried to be that uncle, but I got a lot of nieces and nephews,
Oh, yeah.
and as they get older, their lives get more.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, look at the time. Look at that.
Yeah.
And it seems like the storm has
Jesus.
stopped outside.
Storm has passed.
Look at that. We talked our way through a storm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now it's probably going to get humid.
Yeah, probably. Oh well. I get to drink more of my meals today.
Oh, boy.
My liquid diet, buddy. Liquid diet continues.
No sweets for me today.
Yeah. Yeah. Be prepared.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Hmm.
I think I'm going to clean out that box of stuff, go through that box of stuff that Dan gave me out of my truck, see if there's anything interesting in it. Probably could do that.
Well, good luck.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink more protein drinks and a bunch of water.
Man, I'll probably play some MLB, but god damn it, I can't fucking win at that fucking game.
Well, let me know. I can use some wins, so let me know when you want to play. I'll jump on.
Okay, Clay. He's saying fucking.
I'll jump on and beat you.
I feel bad, because I know some of these guys like Clay and Reggie and them. They know I can't play for shit, so they don't really take too much advantage of it. I played Clay yesterday, and he hit one that I don't know what I did. I ran past it, and it fucking rolled all the way to the wall, and he stopped at first base.
I like when I play Clay because I never know who's going to win. Like I beat him, and he, you know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
We'll go on phases. Well, I'll beat him like 4 games, or he'll beat me like 3 games, or because Clay and I are pretty even. I just like playing. Oh well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I when I got college football, I stopped playing MLB for like a few days. Yeah. Now I'm right back to playing it. I still play college football too, but
right.
But oh well, I gotta go. I gotta go sit around and drink my food today. That's so bizarre. I don't know what I'm gonna. It's so bizarre not eating. But the whole reason is I have surgery August 12th. August 12th is my surgery. So, and today is July 30th.
Yep.
Wow. It's almost August, dude.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Tomorrow would be my wedding anniversary, July 31st, if I was still married.
You haven't been married for 20 years. Why are you still keeping your anniversary? Good Lord. I mean, the
No,
reason I know my anniversary is I'm still married. Of course, I got to know my anniversary, but
I know I've been divorced for what 18 years.
it's been 18 years. Why would you keep your? You didn't even like your wife.
No, I didn't.
So why would you keep your anniversary? Why would you know what your
I just
anniversary?
remember that. I just knew we got married on July 31st.
At least I could say every woman that I've been married to or dated, I liked them. I don't remember ever being with anyone I didn't like.
Only one I did like was my wife.
Well, I just don't get that. I just don't get it. I remember at least caring for the people that I dated or married. But I guess that's where we're different. All right, let's wrap it up. We'll come back. Let's see. Stainless tonight.
Maybe.
As it's 7 with Dan and Christina. Let's hope they get their power back so they can do that.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
to give you another show. And then concession stand Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. By the way, I saw Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Oh, did you?
Oh, my God. I love Bad Boys Ride.
It looks good. I've seen a couple of little gifts of it. It looks really good.
I just love those Bad Boys movies. Just like that Beverly Hills Cop. I love that movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just loved it. And I love the Bad Boys Ride or Die. So now I got to go out and see Twisters, and I want to see Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah. Gotta see that. So I'm planning on making time. So.
Oh, yeah.
Now that my back feels a little bit better.
That's good. That's good.
Of course, but I can't go to the movies now, Steve.
Why is that?
Because I'd be too tempted.
Oh, yeah, because your liquid diet.
Yeah, liquid diet. I can't have I can't have soda. My liquid is water.
Yeah. Can't have popcorn. Yeah.
I can't have popcorn. I couldn't have soda. So
that would suck.
Yeah. So I don't want to go. I don't want to go to the movie theater because you really feel like you need it there.
Oh yeah. Then you hit that and you smell the popcorn.
I can't remember the last time that I've seen a movie and not eaten popcorn.
Right. Yeah.
So that would be very hard for me. So I'm going to have to wait before I go. Anyway. But we'll be talking movies tomorrow night at Concession Stand. Then we got shows. We got free shows here Tuesday or today, tomorrow, and Thursday morning. We have free shows at 8 a.m. So just come by. Whether you watch this show on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or Twitch, whatever, we'll be back on tomorrow and Thursday with free shows. And then we got subscriber shows tonight, tomorrow night, Thursday night, Friday morning, Saturday morning. But anyway, if you want to subscribe to our stuff, go to morningdisaster.net. If not, come back here tomorrow at 8 for another show. All right. You guys have a great Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.